And we're live.
All right.
Oh, hi.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. So glad to have y'all.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Maids of Fate tonight. So tonight's campaign, episode 25 of Songs of Creation. I know, God, time flies.
Time flies when every day is exactly the fucking same.
Let's say 2 years of this. So before I kind of kick off with any announcements, Matt, anything you wanted to?
No, I don't think so. Other than Wanderhome coming up in, I think, 2-3 weeks.
That's right.
Yeah.
February 26th, I believe.
Yeah, February 26th, we're going to be doing another one of our charity one-shots based on the game Wanderhome, which is going to be based on Redwall, right? So all those books when you were a kid, when you were reading, and it was about mice and rats and owls and everything in kind of a vaguely medieval sort of setting. Yeah, no, wonderful books, and it's going to be for the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation, helping them out with research. So it's very, very, very good cause.
Super excited for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come by, check it out. That's the main thing I had.
All right. Let me pull up my list of announcements here. So first of all, everyone who's here tonight, thank you so much for tuning in. Tonight's session has been a long time coming. We're super excited for the giveaway tonight, which I'll get into in a second. But first of all, if you're here, there's a good chance that you already follow us. But if you don't follow us, just hit that heart button down at the bottom, and you'll get notifications when we go live. If you really love us and you want to see more and help us out a little bit, you could always subscribe as well. I think that subscribe button, if I'm wrong, I think it's probably right next to the heart.
It's down
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
You've been on Twitch, you know
somewhere.
where the fuck it is.
That's right. Yeah. Secondly, if you like, if you're partial to really funny D&D, tabletop RPG related memes and other things like that, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. We got all those things going on. Thirdly, Sirenscape. Man, we don't talk about Sirenscape enough. Actually, we do talk about it enough because we talk about it every game.
We're contractually obliged, but we still love it.
But is that enough? Yeah.
Yeah, it is a great tool. We use it for all our sessions, both online and offline. So if you need music, ambiance, sound effects for your tabletop RPGs, Sirenscape is perfect. It has a platform, everybody can connect to it, and just has thousands and thousands of tracks that you can use for your game. And that's what we use for our games as well. It is awesome. It also has a cool application. Whoever kind of is running the music, everybody connects to it and it streams to everybody. And that's what you guys will be hearing tonight in terms of the music and everything. So definitely give Sirenscape a check to check them out. Matt, you already talked about Wander Home, so thank you. Super excited for that game. Again, great calls. Michael J. Fox Foundation. So I hope to see you all there.
I'm gonna be a frog.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, what are you guys going to be?
A little? Take a wild guess.
Is it a gecko?
Oh, now I want it to be. No, it's going to be a little weasel.
I had a feeling it was going to be a ferret or a weasel.
No.
Or
Do you want to tell us anything about weasels before we move on?
Oh, yeah.
The smallest weasel is actually called the least weasel.
The least weasel.
That is indeed an animal fact. Let's see that animal fact. There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh.
Excellent.
Up to number 6 animal facts.
All right.
So much.
Just the shit.
Oh, man.
So finally, a couple things. Tonight is the big night. So we have an amazing dice giveaway, custom-made dice from Ursus Dice. We highly recommend. Here, I'll put her name.
Oh,
in the
they're so
chat.
pretty. I can't wait.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So Ursus Dice, our good friend Jess, made us custom-made dice themed based on Matt's game, which we're playing tonight, Songs of Creation, kind of fire theme, and half aqua themed for my game Artima, which we also stream, and I'll get to that in a sec. So everyone tuning in for a chance to win, there's a few things you have to do in order to win. So one, make sure you like and retweet our pinned tweet at our Twitter account. You can find the link right here on our Twitch. Just kind of scroll down to the bottom and you'll see a link to our Twitter account. It's a pinned tweet. Just like and retweet it. Secondly, make sure you follow us here on Twitch. And then finally, participate in the chat. But of that, the most important thing to do is enter the keyword for tonight, which is peaches, plural peaches. Only enter the word once, or unfortunately, the way it works is you will be disqualified, but just enter peaches once into the chat by itself, only once to qualify. Secondly, just for our records, because we have to cross-check against all the Twitter retweets and likes, in a separate message, just please submit your Twitter handle so we can cross-reference it, and then we'll choose a winner at the break, which the break will be about halfway through the session. We might have to take a very short break before that, which is not when we'll be doing the giveaway. We'll be doing... Yeah, we'll definitely let you know. We'll be very clear. This is not the point at which we're doing the giveaway. We might get a phone call of some sort that we have to take. So again, halfway through, we will be doing the drawing, the name drawing.
We'll let you know when we're doing it. Yeah.
You got it. Yep. But you do have to get peaches into the chat and your Twitter handle before that midpoint break. And then finally, and we can get the game started soon. We're hoping for next weekend. It might not be next weekend, but we're doing the season 2 premiere of Artima. We will be doing another giveaway of Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep. It will be not a physical copy. It will be a D&D Beyond key code that, whoever wins will get that key code and you can redeem it on D&D Beyond. And that will be your copy of Call of the Netherdeep, which comes out on March 15th. It's not out yet, so you won't have it right away.
You'll get a pre-order for it.
You'll get a pre-order. You'll be one of the first ones. There will be more info to come on our socials, Twitter and Instagram. So make sure you follow us there to stay up to date on that. Did I miss anything, or did that cover everything?
Sounds good, Michael. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty sure you said you were gonna do a performance of Beads of Love, but that might just be.
Yeah,
no?
you said that before the stream started.
Pretty sure you committed to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I'm sorry, I can't play tonight.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
All right.
God, it's
All
all
right.
the animal facts now.
Yeah.
All right.
Take it away, Matt.
So, thanks, Mike. That was great. God, I'm excited. Okay, so
Let's play D&D.
let's play. When
Nice.
last we left our adventurers, you guys fucked up bad, and then smoothed everything over, right?
Did we?
Well, at least in terms of
believe we did. Do we believe that? Not so much.
fair
Well,
enough.
I feel like I mostly smooth things.
That's
Not over, just not. They're better. They're better than they were before.
far better.
Better.
Specifically, the town of Hargrave now has its Reggie back, right? Gathene Pearl,
Mhm.
Fair Tackle. She is the one who Spine Crusher buried his warhammer into. Phrasing, yeah. Knocked her head almost clean off her shoulders, right? So, having killed her and then gone to the town of Hargrave and had a reunion with Vernon and everything else, things got really tense when the town found out that you had killed her. You found out that Pearl was the one who had been calming the seas for decades. You had found that the town was living, and the storm that was currently rocking the island was likely your fault. Now, given all of that, you were brought before the sheriff in town, Stygian, who seemed to have like a bit of tension about them and kept you kept the mob from demanding that a noose be thrown up right away without a trial or anything else. Given that the code was kept, that they allowed you to make amends by reversing the damage, the harm done, and committing to doing a service for the town of Hargrave to help cover whatever suffering you caused. Well, you agreed. So the first thing you did was go out and, using a diamond that Vernon himself procured by making an agreement to pretty much indentured servitude until he could pay it off, you got a diamond and brought Gathene back from the dead. At which point she immediately, well, not smoothing things over, but rolled you guys over with a tidal wave that knocked you down. It does. So you went back to the town, and when Gathene was feeling better, she woke up. She began to sing a song that was in High Stalcian, though it wasn't clear how on earth she could have learned that song, even to the point that Reggie was bewildered by it, as it was a song that was unfamiliar to her. He went up to speak to Yellerena about this, and that brings us right about where we are. The point when she said, well, Reggie, you'd better sit down. I think it's time I told you about the lost songs.
Oh, yeah.
And
So-
also, right, Matt, I think we were at some point heading south of the village, right?
Yeah, so a couple things. You had a couple destinations in mind. You had so you want to find Warren and the rest of the Higrashili survivors of the Exodus. Right. You also want to find this hive that they've been talking about, this sort of nest wherein a bunch of these strange creatures, similar to the one that you saw in the dungeon back on Regana, have been emerging from on the Burning Isles and kind of, causing issues for the locals.
Mm-hmm.
And thirdly, you want to find out. You want to also go to Split Shell Cove to find out what you can concerning the mystery currently surrounding Gathene and where she learned the songs. It's about around the area where she grew up and a place that she hung out a lot. That's what you know so far. So
She had an imaginary friend as a
an
kid.
imaginary friend as a kid. She went off a lot into the backyard, so to speak, the tidal pools and everything that were around Split Shell Cove. Named so because it resembles apparently the split shell of mussels, kind of like peeking over the ridge.
Just so I'm clear, Gathene and Pearl are the same person, right?
Same person, yeah. Gathene.
Yeah.
A lot of people call her Pearl, but her name is Gathene Fairtackle.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So, Yellerina sits Reggie down and everything. You all are sitting currently in Vernon's room atop the Jenny Wintertoe's establishment, the ship atop the cliff spire in the town of Hargrave.
What do you mean lost songs? How long have they been lost? And I don't mean like a couple million years ago. I just mean in your lifetime. How long ago?
Now, in my life. So, how do I put this? The lost songs are the reason why the song blades exist in the first place.
The first ones were stolen?
Not quite.
You lost them?
Not me personally, no.
Oh, sorry.
If you can sit down, I can tell you.
All right.
So, in the beginning, or at least before what was, everything that is now, before what it is, in the beginning there was nothing but void and chaos. Kind of defies explanation, but all that you have now and that exists, every star, every grain of sand, back then was a state sort of like endless smoke, just billowing and flowing, fluid and formless. There's a spark just came from some conflagration within all the mires, the chaotic flux that were, and that just sea of particles going off infinitely just suddenly became entranced by the sound that came from that spark. It's like almost like a tuning fork. It wasn't a song yet, it was just a single sound. But than that, no. It's like there was a power to align everything in that sea of chaos into these confined, constrained, regular patterns, waves of them. All of existence, like that, suddenly in tune. And everything all came to find form soon thereafter. The threads that make up the weave, that tapestry of magic entwining the worlds, that formed. Within that weave, there are other patterns that came to be. There were these dense pockets of energy and matter that soon became self-aware. Abstract thoughts like cold or odor, light, dark, anger, love, all of them manifested as the essences, primordial shapes of the divines. Imagine the psychic force of 1 trillion souls bound up in a single entity, one mind, focused purely on a single thought. Those are the powers that became the gods. They were inspired by that sound, that one tone, and soon found it their own, like a voice to the songs. And from the songs, they gave birth to the servants of theirs. That just as a single seed can come to give life to cover a field within a few generations. Deva, Planetars, Solars, Angels, Messengers. Plenty of names such as these given since the old times. We served, and in admiration of the songs that came to give us being, some of us, the ones that came before me anyhow, they wrote down the songs of creation. Words of sunfire on pages of pearlescent gold. The first ones who wrote the songs, they didn't know that they had the power, that uttering them would shape the world after their own design. But at that point already, Mechanus, he had seen the destruction and devastation that was soon going to follow. The divines gathered and they tried to settle themselves, making a decision. They couldn't. They demanded that the servants safeguard the writings, the songs, until they could decide what to do. So how do they become lost? High Songkeeper Thrasymachus Fistain was murdered. Pages were stolen from the book in the midst of the night. It was the age before the Ethereal War. That was where the moment that truly started.
By who?
No one knows. We didn't
Why?
even know. What do you mean? We couldn't find out. Not but a pile of ash left of them.
Ooh.
We didn't know the songs. We did know which ones were missing. Song of the Sea, the Song of the Sky, the Song of Souls. On the first two, they would grant you the power to calm the waves and weather. The third, however, everyone agreed that was what we thought was the true target of the theft. See, in the age before the War Ethereal, when a mortal died, their soul would be reborn. God of Forgetting saw to the cleansing of each soul, washing away whatever memories of the old life lingered. They'd grab a soul and free it, washing away all the memories of anger, of hate, love, regret, anything that would give pain in the new life. Thus,
That doesn't happen anymore? That sounds great. Is that gone?
well, there's more to it.
Yeah.
You see, back then that cycle preserved them, and as far as the divine saw, that was the only way that would sustain being. And the God of Forgetfulness, however, true to their name, forgot everything himself every day. It's what made the songs useful. That's a reason, part of the reason why the gods couldn't destroy it. They couldn't agree to destroy the songs in the first place after they were made. The servants saw the angels. There were some who were tasked with singing the Song of Souls at the deaths of any mortal. I would call the attention of the God of Forgetting. With the Songs of Souls taken, the cycle of rebirth ended. Now worse than that, at that point, evil beings, devils, fallen ones, seeing their opportunity to strike, undo the mistake as they saw it, creating mortals. They took their chance to end that cycle. To end demons of the abyss. They sought to return the universe back to that chaotic void that once was, seeing it as a mistake to have formed anything in the first place. Devils. Now they were fallen angels who sought something different. They wanted to recreate a different image of the world as they designed. So not trying to undo what was made, but to create something new on top of it. And they diverged from the path. They broke from their loyalty. We, however, who did remain loyal to the divines, we watched as the unthinkable happened. Souls of the departed were stolen. They were snatched up to bolster the armies of the wicked, cannon fodder, or worse, food for some of those dark beings that find substance from facing on the agony of others.
That's horrible.
Aye. Tristolo was lever. So earlier, he was such a victim. Still is, I believe. You see, that was it. That was the moment. The War Ethereal started because of the lost songs. Now, the demons, they retreated at the drawing up of the veil, separating the planes into where they are. The devils, well, they'd had them cornered in the Nine Hells. That's where they dug in their heels and fortified themselves. It was a treaty of sorts, unspoken, but agreed to all the same by the end of the war. Souls were no longer to be harvested by whatever victors were nearest to the fallen. Instead, righteous mortals would find passage to Elysium where they could live out a dreamlike state of their life. And those who align themselves with darkness and wicked servants consign themselves to the Nine Hells. There's a peace that was struck, but all the while, neither devil nor divine could surmise the fate of the lost sons. All the time, you'd wondered, where did they go? Is it possible that someone could have found a way to destroy the pages where others had failed, even the divines? And the thing that throws me is this girl, Gathene. She knows a song of the sea and sky. Tells me is that lost songs are either here in the Burning Isles or they've survived somehow, come to her.
I mean, did we tell you how she said she learned them?
Imaginary friend.
How is that possible? Just some graven chilling in a cave in the Burning Isles for 1,000,000 years? How is this possible?
This Vernon kind of says, honestly, 1,000,000 years is not as bad as you would think.
Oh my god, Vernon, is it you? Do you just have them in like a drawer somewhere?
No. It's not me.
But insight check.
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
No, it's not. But my character's an idiot. 11.
Okay. No, you're not sure about Vernon. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but you're gonna look at him a little cagier.
I mean, no offense.
None taken. There were rumors that brought me to the Burning Isles in the first place of someone who could end the curse laid upon me. If the person who knows the Song of Souls still lives on this island, it's possible, maybe, that they could offer what I had sought. The Ellerina kind of gives him a pained glance. That's not... No. That's not... Aaron. The Song of Solace grants you power to shepherd souls, so to speak. Guide them one plane or another. And yes, in theory, even someone cursed, such as yourself, could be guided. No. He kind of like hangs his head and everything. I'm sorry. If you excuse me, I need to find some fresh air. He steps out of the room.
I mean, I can't blame him. It kind of sounds nice, doesn't it? Like being a shepherd. I'd rather be a shepherd than a soldier, if I'm being honest. Help people find where they're going. I'd do that.
Well, before the War of Ethereal, we weren't soldiers. We were shepherds. We had to become soldiers. That's the thing. The song blades came about to make sure that no other songs were stolen by those who would use it either to destroy the world or change it for their own selfish ends.
I guess none of us are ever really born at the right time, are we?
Being both a soldier and a shepherd, they can be noble causes. Depends on what you're soldiering for, shepherding for. Sounds like...
Reggie
Sounds
is
like these... Good.
Reggie's... I never thought a shepherd could be wicked. But I guess, I mean...
I feel like a wicked shepherd is just a kidnapper.
Right, that you're just trying to take someone else's sheep. Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I guess so. Everyone kind of like has a confused look. They're kind of like.
Okay, so here.
Anyways,
we can certainly track down every cave and cavern on this old fucking island, and try and find this imaginary friend. Or we could just shepherd this girl into our custody and get her to teach us the songs, and then they won't be lost anymore.
but we don't know if she knows all of the songs that were taken. She might just know the Song of the Sea and Song of the Sky.
Oh.
It's the Song of the Souls I'm truly worried about.
How many songs are we talking about?
I think 3.
Okay.
It was a page, front and back of it. As far as I recall, it was just the 3.
And it was, as you said, the Song of the Sea, the Song of the Sky, the Song of Soul.
Song of Souls, eh?
Well, I hate to put you in this position, but you're the only one of us that didn't kill that girl, so maybe you should have that conversation.
Alright. She might be thinking she has a different kind of imaginary friend. She sees me, walking out. Alright, I'll give it a try.
I mean, I guess she doesn't hate Zara. Zara, you want to give it a go? You're physically less scary than Yellowrina, no offense.
I mean, I also look a little scarier, though, to be fair.
What if I try? I could go up and talk to her. We have a lot in common, obviously. I don't know.
That's probably our best bet. What do you think, Spinecrusher?
Well, I think it's not going to be me.
No, it's definitely not
Fair
gonna be
enough,
you.
yeah.
I mean, unless you really want me to try.
No.
Maybe, as a way to make amends, perhaps.
You and I should probably stay in this room until
That's
it's
probably
time to
best.
leave.
Agreed. Agreed.
No,
Maybe Reggie or Zara. Perhaps they could go together.
Oh, or both. They are a nice team.
So, again, also, going back to what you were told before, remembering that you were, because you had undone the harm done mostly, right? And you still are making amends. Things aren't completely 100%, peachy keen with everybody.
Yeah, we still have to go to
Yeah, you got to go.
Shell Cove and go to that cave, right?
Slaughter some stuff, and then maybe have a conversation.
Yeah, it's because Decidian said, since you guys are so good at, going in and fucking shit up, pretty much, might as well put your talents to good use. Yeah.
They are.
I love that it's like the community service person just let's see here. You can type at 80 words a minute. That's great. Slaughter. Okay.
It appears you have a gift for manslaughter, both voluntary and involuntary. That's very impressive.
Yep. So yeah, they putting you to work. That's something that the town doesn't feel like quite getting their hands dirty with. But you got the impression one of the things that Decidian said, they told you that you're under their protection as well as Codekeeper of the town. So you're still now that you've begun the process of formally making amends, it would be ill-advised for anyone in the town to go and try and seek vengeance at this point. If you dip out of town or anything like that, then you're fair game. You know, so not like out of town, but if you like just piece out of the Burning Isles, then yeah, you probably have a black mark on you. So
What do you mean a black mark?
like the or the black spot, like the pirate thing where they, you know, it's there's a hit on you, right?
But we did our job.
If we leave, we still have some more community service to do.
Very well.
So Reggie says, "All right, well, I'll go ahead out and try and find Gathene."
Zara, you should help, don't you think? I mean, you saved her life because Spinecrusher took it.
If you want, I mean, why don't you all stick together? Yellow Rainy, would you like to accompany me? I think we might be able to ask her more questions about it. I don't know.
You two do know the most about the songs.
Just because I feel like I'd like to get an idea of whether she understands High Station and everything. And, you know, more than welcome to come with, but I also feel like anyone associated might be... I don't know. Zara, you might be I mean, obviously you're better than
I'm
Spine Crusher around.
That is such a low bar, though.
Oh, man.
Oh, I didn't actively murder her. I just sat by and let it happen. Yeah, all right.
Yep.
So should we all go then? What do you mean if she understands High Station? She was singing a song in it.
Just because you can sing a song in a language doesn't mean you can speak it.
It's a good
Like,
point.
It might just be
I know
pretty to
some
her.
Dwarven nursery rhymes just from hearing the kids in the village sing it, but I don't know what they mean.
Smashing rocks to sleep. Smashing rocks into
Oh, you
little
know
feet.
that one. Yeah. So beautiful.
Actually, you start, if anyone starts singing it, because you have the Song of Tongues, you would actually...
Like,
Oh,
that's
that'd
what
be
they've been saying this whole time. They're saying that half-orc girl is big and stupid. Oh, that's hurtful. Oh,
I love it.
okay. Zap, you're not knowing that.
Oh. All right. There we are. So again, let me share the image, unless you guys have it
Where are
up.
we going now?
Of the village. We're gonna go see
Of the
Reggie, right?
village.
Are we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
going? So we should accompany,
I'll just put you guys
Let's go with
up
them
here
and
for
make it
now.
worse.
or not Reggie.
I think
I'd say at this point, you guys can go about the town with if there's anything you wanted to try and settle up.
Is there a fortune teller in her tent by any chance?
Oh,
You'd have to go-
yes.
You'd have to go find the tent.
Have fun, Reggie and Yellow Rainer. We're going to talk to a kooky old lady.
I mean, I don't want to speak for the group, but you guys want to go find that fortune teller? Because otherwise this whole trip will have been a bust. Other than reuniting Yellow Rain with her long-lost love.
I will accompany you. I'm not sure. I'd like to know what fate awaits me.
Don't you want to know?
No.
But then you can
No.
prepare and just accept what's coming, you know? What if
There's
it's
nothing
good?
I can prepare for.
What if it's good?
What would be good?
I don't know.
100 platinum? If she can tell me that, then yes.
Maybe there's a girl, a guy, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe.
I will come along.
Hey. Okay. Can we go find that tent?
You can certainly try. Okay, so you step out and you're on the main deck of the ship, and it's a wonderful view of the ocean. Now calm, you can see that there's pockets of like this volumetric god rays just piercing through the clouds, casting these beautiful lights on the ocean. like someone just tossed handfuls of diamonds out there. There's a comfortable breeze that's cooling your face in the, midday heat that's just coming down now. And you can see the town itself is bustling compared to the, tavern that you saw before. It looks like people, not just from the town proper, but people from more or less the scattered villages spread throughout the island are now coming into the town to, talk shop and weather and gossip and everything. And you get the feeling that there's just loads of life and energy and excitement about the town. Almost like the monotony of sunny days has kind of gotten to them. And a lot of the people who are probably, some people are probably trying to buy supplies to repair their roofs or whatnot. Others you can see are just almost giddy with excitement of like, a storm, do you believe it? Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I forgot what rain feels like. That sort of thing. Oh, everything. It was, oh my God, let me tell you about the puddles. And yeah. You see
they're realizing like all the storm shutters are painted open and they had to like chisel them.
Yeah. Like, Harvey, is it closed yet? I'm trying my best, all right? God. Yeah. Yeah. You can gather like this sort of excitement and energy without even going down yet. Just looking over the rails on the side of the ship, you can see.
I'm sorry. Chat just came up with an actual honest-to-God Dwarven nursery rhyme. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh my God. You are my warhammer, my only warhammer. You smash the orcs when they attack. You'll never know,
no, dear, how much they hate us. So please keep smashing those dwarves. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I
literally
thank you.
made it to make fun of you, and
Oh
you
my
were just
God.
like, "Oh, look
I'm
at
here
that
for
cute
it.
little sound."
No, that's
Oh, man.
absolutely perfect.
Took the time to write an entire song to make fun of my whole race of people. I love it. Thank you for being here.
And you can see like, yeah, like a little. They probably have like little dwarven pacifiers with like woven beards all around and everything. It's so cute. I know my next character. All right.
We're about to start a hype train, by the way. Thank you for the gift sub, Red.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, nice.
Oh, this is fun. All right, let's find
And
the
thank
fortune
you.
All
teller.
right.
And thank you for the bits, Blue Pitch Gaming.
Thank you for
Oh,
the
thank
gifts,
you.
Blue Pitch
Thank you.
Gaming.
Great to see you.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, let's go around the town. You guys
All
go
right.
back down into the tavern and everything, and there you can see there's one person just sleeping, kind of on a couple of the chairs laid out like a cot. Just one foot dangling over. Looks like you can see there's another kind of like scrawny halfling who's just trying to very carefully take the shoe off. And then soon enough you hear, Falkers, what are you doing? What? Halfling scampers off. God. Hello again. Well, seeing that you're still breathing, I'm assuming that Justigian saw fit that maybe you weren't such a bunch of irredeemable assholes. Thanks
Oh,
again for the clear skies.
You've heard of us. Well met.
This is Jenny Wintertoes talking. So,
Oh, right.
Oh, sorry.
sorry. I'm here. I mean,
she
we're
takes a sip.
not irredeemable assholes. I think we're redeemable assholes.
Pretty sure we have redeemed ourselves.
Let's say you're in the process.
Ugh.
So, could get you a pint.
What time is it? It's like 9 in the morning.
That's
No,
all
it's,
right.
it's about 11.
Yeah, I'd have a pint.
For sure. The strongest ale you have.
Right?
Brown, preferably.
Silver apiece.
Just slide a gold across the table.
As I said, redeemable.
Okay.
Takes the coin, pockets it, and soon enough, 3 pints of pretty like good dark brown ale. Not too frothy, but what can you expect in this heat?
May I do a survival check for bodily fluids?
Yes, go ahead and make a survival check.
What's this check for?
Bodily fluids. That's a 25. As I just give my
25?
glass a quick sniff.
Oh.
Yeah, she didn't spit in it or anything like that.
Nice.
But you're not sure how. It wasn't one of the mugs off the top shelf where you can see all the other clean ones. So
Right. Like see like a couple fingerprints on here. Like,
you probably see like a little lip smear.
Salu. Down the hatch.
Spinecrusher is about to take a sip, and he looks at it. Drac says, "It's good. It's good. It's okay."
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, just pours it down the hatch. Like doesn't even drink it, just like goes straight down.
Yep. All right. Constitution checks.
Yes. Boy, thank you for starting our hype train. You're awesome. So glad you guys are here today.
Oh my god, nice.
Hype train is a real thing. What is
It's a
that?
real thing and it's happening right now, baby.
Aw. Like the thing where someone pays for your thing in drive-through, and then you have to pay for the person behind you.
Are we in Starbucks right now?
And then he's like, "Oh, that's great! Wow, yeah, just the coffee for me."
Yep.
What do you mean the person behind me got like $43 worth of like cookies and shit? What?
Minivan full of 6 kids and they all want cake pops.
Oh, now. God, I've been there yet.
Thank you for the bits. You guys are awesome.
Thank you guys.
My constitution check was a 1 for a 9. So
it hits you.
It was strong.
Well,
I
say,
did not eat breakfast other than what I ate at Vernon's house.
I'll say for the next hour you're at disadvantage on any not disadvantage, but let's say a -2 to dexterity checks.
That's fair.
Shall I do the same as well?
Yes, please. Yeah, if
Constitution,
you
said?
you downed it. Yeah, you downed it. So Constitution check.
Ooh, 8.
Yeah, you as well. -2 to dexterity on top of whatever your current modifier is
Okay.
for the next hour.
I will not be drinking because I am not good at constitution checks.
You're
All
good
right.
at everything now.
Also, someone has to be like not drunk.
Oh my god, you've got the designated. I don't even know what it would be.
Yeah.
Designated talker.
Yellow Rain is not here, so I guess it has to be me.
You have to be the grown up. You dick.
Man.
All right, so
Fair. I guess I was about to be like, I think I'm the youngest, but I'm definitely technically the oldest by a lot, so.
Yeah.
just because you were born a billion years ago.
we'll say that the pirate ship tavern on top of the island, in this town, is probably not where they usually go out of their way to card people. So you're probably okay. You guys walk out of the tavern, or are you lingering?
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to find
Oh wait,
the
do you want to
fortune
get
teller.
some?
Oh,
Well, do we
What'd you
want
say,
some
sir?
like intel on maybe where we need to go to kill? Right, we've got to murder some.
Okay, yeah, you can ask her. So you can ask Jenny. You can ask.
don't
Try and
phrase
find
it
it.
like that, though. Don't say
Oh,
we're
yeah,
going to be
we're
murdering
the-
more people here.
No, the things that crawl out of the water.
Yeah.
Those things.
We're going to be defending the community.
So you're just a Jen's putting you to work then.
Yeah.
I understand.
Aye.
Well, it's got a eye for talent, I'll say that. So, asking around, I myself usually am just stuck up here in the tavern, just laying down pints. But you might have a better chance at the market if you go and talk to people there. I know that's just a absolute rumor mill. Just people are always wanting to find out about who's been, hiding the hayloft with whose daughter or whatnot. And everyone's always talking. And I mean, they get a lot of people who are out there more on the remote side who are coming into town for, to the market for fish and whatnot. So anyone it's the people on the outskirts of the village. They're the ones who usually end up having catching the brunt of the attacks. So I'd start there at the market. Well, yeah. Good luck to you surviving, whatnot.
Right.
Small town like this, I imagine there must be a lot of rumors circulating about.
Oh, you have no idea. My favorite one was the one about the person who ended up taking the captain of this barge and then, like, I guess, like, getting him drunk and then taking his pants and flying him from the main staff. That was what a gnome. Anyways,
Ash, you're on mute.
Oh my goodness, thank you. What happened to the barge?
the barge, she took it, went off to
She
it.
took it? She just took an entire barge?
Aye.
Barges are so slow. How did she do that?
Who
That's
does
the most
that?
amazing thing
That's
I've
the
ever
thing.
heard.
That's the thing that's absolutely, bewildered me from the get-go, because she is just a little gnome. Couldn't have been too strong, so I'm not entirely sure how she pulled it off. But I do know. She brought him here, and it was, I think they went through about a cask, and he was the one doing the drinking. So she had plenty of time to get a head start the next day.
I mean, good for her. That's incredible.
Aye.
Red Platinum just got us to a level 2 hype train. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the
Holy
idea.
shit!
This is
You got us to level.
awesome.
Yeah.
I hope
Thank
every
you.
single one of you wrote peaches in the chat so you're entered in the dice giveaway.
Yes.
I definitely want one of
We
you
actually
people to win the
smashed
dice.
us
Right,
through level 3
peaches.
as well.
And if you want to find out more about this gnome that stole a barge, check out Artemis.
Artema.
You'll have to gift more subs
Yeah.
to unlock the gnome DLC.
Yeah.
Or just tune back in at a later date.
Yeah.
I love you guys. All right. So, that was a fun one. Never knew what the hell was going to come out of that person's mouth, but anyways. So, I've got a good bit of cleaning up to do.
Of course. Yeah. After that fight last night, of course.
Okay. Actually, if you go down into the market, anyways, go ask. There's the produce seller. Ask for his son Mitchell. I could use his hand here.
Son, Mitchell, this your
Mitchell.
son?
What? No, I'm. Do I look like I, was settled down into marriage and motherhood and child rearing and all that?
I'm not saying you're good at it. I think I misheard you. I'm sorry.
I'm saying the produce keeper has a son named Mitchell, who's just a boy, who's a wee lad, about 17 or so. Just send him over here so he can help me with sweeping up the place.
Aye.
He works here part time.
Mitchell, the produce keeper's son. Got it.
Oh, not that hard to remember. You only had one pint. Better get out of here.
I've met like 20 people in the past 12 hours, and I killed 4 of them, so...
It's a simple errand. That's all I'm asking. Just Mitchell, the produce keeper's son. Just send him up here whenever you get a chance and go down to the market and find out more about the hive. Goodness gracious.
Alright, Sarah, you got that? Let's go.
What's his name? Mitchell, you said?
Oh my god, I'm not saying it again.
Mitchell.
I'm not saying it again.
Mitchell, the produce keeper's son.
All right, so you leave the tavern at this point, right?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
book it. We book it before we
Cool.
make it worse.
Spinecrusher takes a quick look around at the mess he made in the tavern and just
Yeah.
asks for one quick shot as the two of you are making your way out. Just
Goodness.
quick whiskey, please.
She goes and pours another silver.
Pops a silver out on the bar.
Grabs it.
And then pops a gold out as well.
I feel like, what's the chance you mistake a platinum for a silver and just
Yeah.
completely...
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry about the mess, and I hustle out of the tavern quickly.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, DM,
Yep.
my husband just used his Mates of Fate points to give the DM advantage.
Oh.
Thanks, honey.
Thanks, Nick.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's
I
the
have-
thing.
I have
Thing now.
advantage.
Yeah, you
Oh
have
god,
advantage.
yes. Okay.
You're the
How to use it?
best.
How to use it?
But you don't have to use it right now.
All right, I'm saving that.
It.
Now we have to fight a fortune teller. Shit.
Yes.
No.
Thank you. All right. So, you guys are now on the map. We'll say here. Kinda,
Zoom and enhance. Oh, okay.
yeah. Can you guys see? You're just south of the ship on the
Mhm.
top left. Yeah.
And the fortune teller was like directly there to the south, right? That blue and white tent.
Correct. Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Directly east of you, just off below the cliff, you can hear a bunch of people. Right. Just get him, stacked up and everything. Can you try and get the hoist, raise it up, see if we can get it in? Come on, hurry it up. Kitchen needs a lot more fresh stuff. Oh, you want to give us a hand? Bugger off then.
Spine Crusher's always good for a
Pretty
hand.
ripped.
I would be happy to help, if it shall redeem me further.
Oh, thank you. All right then.
What do you need help with?
Redeem
What
it.
is this? What do you...
What the fuck is he talking about? Redeem him further. Hey, just pick up the box, man. Carry it. Come on.
Sorry, I was mostly talking to myself. Spinecrusher, yeah, helps pick up the box. Is
Alright.
it super heavy?
Make a strength check.
Oh, yeah, 22.
You carry 2 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
One under each arm.
All right. So that one goes into the tavern. The other one, there's just behind these doors right here. You can bring them into the cellar.
All right. So Spinecrusher carries. He looks at his 2 boxes and he's like, "Oh, I don't need to carry both at the same time." Sets one down, carries the first box inside the tavern.
All right. You go in, and at this point, you see Jenny is, kind of like looking at the man that's drunkenly passed out on the stools, lying on his back.
Yeah.
And kind of like she's getting ready to figure out which thing to do on a Jenga. She shrugs, pulls out the chair behind his feet, under his feet, and they just kind of plop down.
Yeah.
And then gets the one holding his head, and now he's just kind of shaped like the letter C on its side.
You need me to take care of him for you?
Oh, no, just set that down. Kitchen's right over there.
I can carry him out for you. I don't mind.
Well, just put the box down first. You don't have to carry that and then carry that on.
I set the box on top of the bar.
All right. And then soon enough, you see it's the man that was playing the accordion, the old guy, the other night, just torturing the accordion. Passed out as hell.
All right, man. Listen, let's go. Spinecrusher tries to pick him up and like toss him over his shoulder.
He's cold.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
This I set him gently back down. This man appears to be deceased.
What did you do?
It wasn't me. It
Oh
wasn't
my
me.
god, this is the second time in what?
No, everyone stay calm, please. Spinecrusher, gently put him down. Let's just have a look. Let's have a look.
Oh,
Can I give him a good look over to see maybe?
he is waxy.
Oh,
Oh,
poor guy.
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Medicine check. All right, here we go.
You definitely do it, not our cleric. You're perfect
yeah.
for this.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
a 6.
Okay. You kind of like open the mouth, just like give it a good
what are you doing?
try and smell to see if he's breathing.
It's
It smells bad. Maybe he's
does-
breathing.
but he's good.
Oh, Zara, could you
Yeah,
please...
why don't I stop manhandling his mouth? My God.
It's like- just
Oh.
try to like open his eyes and look. Yeah, it's
Oh, dude, you're gonna wreck it. You probably want to bury him. Don't like. All right, let's see what I got. Here. All right, 16.
Yeah, okay. He did. But looks to be most likely natural causes.
Yeah.
By natural, I mean he probably drank himself to death in this town.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah.
I think he might have passed out, and in all the commotion with the storm, no one, like rolled him into the rescue position, and nature kind of took its course.
Oh, that's just tragic. All right, well, if you could, I'm not sure what we'll do. Help
Does
me
he
out.
have,
Just
like, next to kin or anything?
Normally for this sort of thing, since they're that old, usually you should be buried at sea. Do me a favor. Would you carry him? Oh no, can't put him in the stockroom. Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Carry-
family. Did he have a name?
his name was Stetson Fairfellow.
Stassen.
Aye.
Stassen Bearfell.
Hens always die at the worst possible time, don't they?
I'm sure you remember.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure most people would remember him. I'm not even sure as to next of kin. He's been coming here for God knows how long, but oh well. I'm sorry. Well, Stassen, I feel like I should say some words, but I guess I don't have them. So, could you maybe, you know what? Why don't, I'll make some calls. I'll talk to Decision. We'll see about setting up a burial and everything. I'm sorry, you've already helped enough. Go on, get out of here. You've got plenty to do.
That's kind of you to say.
I look around for like a tarp or anything we can use to cover his body.
You see a tablecloth on one of the nearby tables. It probably looks like it would be long enough.
Is it a nice one?
It's, you know, everything here is still kind of smattered with like stains of beer and kind of,
Okay,
it's
perfect.
just stale in general. So yeah.
Okay. I yank the tablecloth off and I just like gently drape it over.
Okay.
This
It's
guy.
safe.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. That'd be good. That way, if anyone comes in, then at the point someone comes in. Oh, table for two then. Right this way.
We'll be going.
She goes and finds them a place to sit down as you've just covered the body in time. Why don't you sit facing this way? You hear as she's, as you guys walk out of the tavern.
Spinecrusher tries to block the view of what's going on, like with his massive form. Like he's just stretching.
Oh, the
She
ocean's
kinda like-
much nicer out that way.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right.
The ocean out that way.
So
Yeah.
you guys get out and everything. At that point, you can see one of the other guys helping with the boxes and everything. It's just like, all right, don't worry about it. I got it. Thanks for your help. Gets the box and loads it into the storeroom. All right, so you're good.
All right. Sorry about that. There's slightly more important things to tend to.
No. Hey,
Mitchell
man.
did.
No, you're good. Thanks for helping out in the first place. All right.
We are nothing if not servants of service. It's the produce son's kid that we were supposed to send back to the boat. Was he here? Is this the right place?
Oh, you're looking for Mitchell?
Yep.
Aye.
Mitchell's the one.
Oh, right. No, he's down. You see the big building over there shaped like an L? It's
Oh,
right
great.
over there. That's the market.
Thank you.
Aye. No, thank you.
Just past the fortune teller.
Oh, yeah. Mount Vista Road is just down there.
All right.
Let's go that way.
Yes.
All right. Okay. You pass by the... Actually, it's a different smell coming from the barbecue joint. As it's... Yeah, no. It seemed like what you'd smell before was more of like a savory kind of dinner barbecue sort of feeling, right? Like that hot pepper on, crusted on the fish and the beef and pork that was just, textured with the pepper on it. This has more of like there's a sweet smell on the air. And you can see that it looks like they're grilling up what looks to be these little tiny skewers of these deep fried things with some kind of crunchy batter on the outside. You're not quite sure what it is, but it smells delicious. And you can see that someone else is whipping up this delicious looking chutney-like sauce on the side.
It smells amazing.
As you see this, you actually see popping out of the door, ducking low and then coming up. You see this ogre standing. Oh, it's good.
Smells good. I mean,
Well met. Anything smell good? One of the other, short, like, human women with blonde hair and like a double braid. Says, "Aye, everyone says it smells good." Aye. Well, I ain't new here.
I mean, it's wonderful.
Aye.
Are you, by any chance, do you know Mitchell?
Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell. In that way.
Thank you,
Uh,
sir.
So you keep going, passing by the delicious, sweet, savory scents of the food cooking there in the open
smells
stall.
so good.
Soon enough, just past the signboard, you can see the tent. It's 4-post, and you can see it's actually rolled up and tied off with some toggles at the top, so that it's kind of open air, letting a breeze come in. Not quite such a private, intimate session in like a darkened room that you would expect. Instead, you see actually a woman who looks to be fairly young. Not at all what you were expecting. She's adorned in this elaborate headdress with, intricate inlays of jewelry and just all about it. Let me actually drop this picture so you can see. So this will be a picture in the Discord, as always. One moment.
While you're doing that, our friend Blue Pitch Gaming redeemed their points to give me advantage, so suck it.
Oh,
Thanks, Blue.
all right, hold on. Game
I like having
discussion.
other people play this.
We have to
game.
even the fates out.
Yeah.
What?
The points giveth
Alright.
and the points taketh away.
The tiths.
All right.
The tiths taketh.
The
Tithes.
The
tithes.
Tithes.
The
Tithes.
tithes.
tithes taketh.
It's okay. Like to hide behind fat gates. It's okay.
We are adults. We are sober. More or less.
So, yeah, you see a raven-haired woman with her hair pulled up in this kind of elaborate headdress, and she's sitting there. Actually, no one sitting at the stool in front of her. She's kind of bored.
Does she have like a magic ball, and like Spinecrusher looks like he's trying to assess like what a fortune teller looks like. He's
What do
never
you
been
see?
to one. Does she have like a ball in front of her?
You see on the table, there is a small box about, right? You see what looks to be a incense burner that looks to be almost in the shape of almost like a leviathan with wings that are feather out. And you see a small scale.
Well, Matt,
What is the scale for?
This
coming up.
scale
slowly.
is, I use it to measure things, how much they weigh.
That's what scales are for, Spine
Yes.
Crusher.
What does a? I'm just curious. What does a fortune teller need with a scale?
Well, for one thing, to make change when people bring me, pieces of gold that are not in the shape of a coin. For another thing, maybe to derive certain questions and answers. Sometimes the answers are clear, but the questions are not. It is hard to explain. Have you ever been?
To a
Yeah,
fortune
that's-
teller?
Yes, to a fortune teller.
No. I
Well,
don't need a
then-
fortune teller to tell me what my fate will be.
No, of course, and people don't need to necessarily know what the weather will be when they know what the weather will be, which is part of the reason why it has been hard to be a fortune teller around here. Most of the people are content to go about their lives with expectations of things going as they expect. But you seem to be people not from around here. I'm Madame Di Saroto. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Isoroto?
Di Staroto.
Distorota.
I sent... You're from Fergendal, no?
You could say that. It's been a
yeah.
while since I've been back there.
I myself am an expatriate as well. It
Really?
seems...
Does
well,
she
of
look
course.
like... Good, sorry.
Does
Does
you
she look
recognize...
like she's from Fergendal?
Looks-wise, I mean, Fergendal tends to be kind of, cosmopolitan in terms of the makeup, but what you gather, based on what you see, it looks like she's probably a half-elf, maybe heralding from the southeastern provinces, where based on the accent, it's most likely the southeastern provinces.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet another Fergendal.
Very well.
Fergendali.
Can I, is there a way I can peek at the back of her neck? Like, is it going to be too weird if I try and glimpse that angle?
Make a performance check if you want to.
Okay. You know what I'm looking for.
You're looking for a brand.
Yeah. Oh, good. Not one.
You don't see one. But she also sees you awkwardly, kind of like trying to walk around to the back of her stall to look at the back of her neck. But trying to, like, not just doing it openly, but trying to do it sneakily.
Yeah.
In which case,
As,
like, yeah.
As she notices me do that, I stumble into her table with a loud, like, clattering sound. And just, oh, sorry. Sorry. Just thought I saw a squirrel behind you.
No.
Are there squirrels on this island?
There are squirrels. In fact, they like to steal from people at times. You see, I've had many a person come, by walking by, accusing a nearby person of pickpocketing them, and then you will see a squirrel trying to crack open a coin purse like a nut. It's wonderful.
Very cute.
Squirrel see, squirrel do, I guess.
Yes. It's not such a great supper for the squirrel. They haven't learned how to spend the money on nuts. Is there something I can help you with? Though I couldn't help but notice that you were trying to notice something about me.
I know where you're from. Just wondering if we had any shared experiences.
Where we are... you think that because I'm fortune teller and expatriate of Fergendal that I have the mark? No, I was fortunate enough to have the gift of being able to see what would happen were I to have stayed. So I left before it happened.
What happened?
Fergendal.
I left Fergendal before they could find out my gift and brand me as a heretic. You understand it's...
Of course.
Well...
Yeah. Wait, so what happens to Fergendal?
You understand in Fergendal, magic is sacrilege.
Yes.
Krustak, the god of the Fergendali, of my brethren back home, they feel that magic is a perversion of God's will, and that to use it is to say something akin to, I reject what God has created and am vain enough to try and make it what I would. Divination is perhaps one of the less offensive of the magics practiced, because it is, of course, less about trying to alter the world or harm others than to try and guess at the divine's plan. So people tolerate divination a bit more. However, seeking out divination honestly is, in a way, a rejection of God's plan, as you're trying to find out so you can try vainly to avert it. So what is your destiny, I wonder, as I look at you? And why would you have a conversation with someone holding up a tent trying to offer fortunes unless you yourselves are concerned that your fates might be something worth averting? There it is.
Well, I need to know. We have just been blindly following this path on faith for 2 years now, doing our best. I would just love to have some, just fraction of a concrete answer of where the hell we are going. Are we going to survive? Is it worth it?
No.
Or, just if you want to tell me I'm going to, live a long time and take up knitting, that's fine too.
No one can ever see within the weave how long a single thread will wind its way in the pattern. But it doesn't mean that I cannot take a step back and see a pattern greater than what we can in our ways. So, if you would like a reading, I can provide one. My going rate is 10 gold per person.
That's fair.
Would like one, and Spine Crusher steps forward immediately.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
I too have a history with Fergandal.
I can offer...
I too left.
I have two options. I can do a card reading. She kind of pulls out from her sleeve what looks to be a single card until she, with a twist of the thumb, you see it fan out to almost a full deck. Or, if you sit down for a little while, maybe there's a chance of you having a vision of what is to come. One that we share.
I would like to see this vision.
You could always do both for another 10 gold.
20 gold, you charge a heavy price.
How much is your answers worth?
20 gold. I hand over 20 gold.
Very good then. So, the reading first or the vision?
Do the reading first. And you don't need to fan your cards out or anything like that. I'm in no need.
No. She shuffles them. Places cards out and everything. It is not my selection of the cards. It is yours. Past, present, future. So, go ahead. Select the cards.
Should I roll like a D20 or something? Or D100?
No, actually, I don't think you have to roll anything at all. I
Okay.
believe I have it for you. Sorry, so it comes up. The first card you see.
Oh no.
A moment.
I'm nervous. I'm sweating a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. So, hold on. 1 second. I actually am going to drop these images in the chat for you.
Oh,
so,
Sam.
the first card you see.
Fucking seagulls are so loud. Fucking seagulls are so loud.
Looking for this
cards.
It's a good thing we're doing the reading because that might disrupt the vision that you are going to have later. You'd be hallucinating. It would be horrible. So
Why are there so many seagulls in my future?
The first card you see is the shield inverted. So this actually comes to you upside down. Well, that is not a great sign. Your past, I sense treachery. There is a weight on you that you have been carrying for some time now, and within this. The shield inverted usually means that someone has a false sense of safety in something they've been carrying for a long time. Something that is really putting you at risk greater than putting you in safety. You felt like it was something you would hold on to for protection, but it is only weighing you down or stopping you from what you are meant to do. The next card she holds out.
I carried less of my past and more of my future.
The next card you tap, though, is for your present. Second. As you see now, the knight. Past, not inverted, but standing regularly.
That is a beautiful card.
The knight symbolizes service, protection, duties. This is an auspicious sign. It is typically a good omen, I think. I think right now the path you are on appears to be a good one. But as for your future, you reach out, kind of like fanning over the cards, and you pick one. At that, you see the ruins inverted. Oh. I'm sorry. The ruins inverted are not a great omen. It means that your current plans will fail. I'm sorry. I'm not entirely sure what you were hoping to do, but there is danger in what you are planning. Be careful. Or, at the very least, accept that if your immediate plans fail, maybe your broader plans in the future may not. Give me a moment and let me gather the incense. Maybe we can learn more from whatever vision might come to you.
Yes, please. You can't just leave it at that.
Of course. She opens up her case. And then you can see that she pulls out this small pouch. And in it, she gathers a little bit of incense, which she then adds to the Leviathan incense burner. And then, with a flick of her fingers, it lights. At that, she lifts the incense burner, offers it to you to hold. Hold it up to your chin, about here. And you are going to breathe in the smoke that rises from it. Not too much, not too little. Just comfortably. Just comfortably. Don't think too hard about it. Just breathe in, breathe out, and sit down. It'll take about 10-15 minutes or so. Enough time for me to do the other readings for your friends here, if they would like.
Sarah, should one of us stay sober?
Oh, you mean like from the incense?
Yeah, but
The-
you're like the third one of
No,
us.
no, no. The effects are temporary. It does not last very long. And by the time that we could stagger it so that by the time he is coming out of it, one of you would probably be beginning theirs, depending on how long this takes.
I can't see how this could go wrong. Go ahead, Sarah.
I've done it many times.
Alright, sure, why not?
I just real quick, as I'm about to grab the incense from her, can Spinecrusher just do an insight check to see if he trusts what she's doing?
Yeah.
That would be a insight 17.
So 17.
Or if anything, he's trying to see if anything seems off or shifty.
Nothing seems off or shifty about her. She seems like, she's running out of a tent, which all the other businesses here kind of have buildings. But it seems like for a fortune teller, she's well established enough that the people aren't like no one's trying to run her out of town or anything like that. So it seems like she's in a pretty good location. Like it seems like people have probably come to her in the past, and
Okay.
she's not trying anything new on you.
Spinecrusher takes the incense and steps to the side and kind of sits down on the grass next to the tent. And
No, get your back against the cliff wall and just sitting there. Well, who's going next? She just looks. So are you or you?
Who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Z. You earned it.
Alright, let's go.
Very good. So, past, present, and future. The first one is for your past. You see.
This is gonna be interesting because it's pretty
It's
far.
actually
past.
interesting. So, you see the cleric inverted. So, this usually means some kind of a crisis of the soul was coming up at some point. Did you have anything where you felt like maybe your personal beliefs, your loyalty was being tested or questioned?
Yeah, surprisingly. But I also... Is that a unique experience, or is that something that a lot of people go through?
The cleric inverted usually means that someone has their faith challenged, and it's hard to say. Something about maybe your beliefs or something else being turned and twisted.
Interesting.
As for your current circumstances, if you would pick a card, with that, you look around and kind of maybe instinctually just tap one, going with your gut.
Bam.
And you come across with the monk inverted. You have difficult paths lying ahead of you. I'm not going to lie. Given your friend's reading and this one, I worry for you. But it's impossible to ever know exactly what is to come. But the monk inverted usually means some challenges. All in all, somewhat troubling. But let's see what your final card reads.
So far, 2 out of 2 for troubling here.
I'm sure mine will be perfect.
Yeah.
Final card you tap, maybe with some trepidation, given the kind of ominous readings. The first two. You receive your third inverted card, the Blasphemer inverted.
Whoa.
Usually the Blasphemer inverted means that you would have some poverty, but your troubles would be eased in time. So I suppose whatever you have, maybe you might be expecting to lose something dear, but then ultimately having whatever ails you maybe being relieved in time. All in all, honestly, it's a bit of a terrifying reading. 3 cards are all.
Yeah. Like, I kind of knew it would be bad, but I didn't.
Well,
I was like, maybe there'll be one good one in that. No. Okay.
It's not
already do that now.
Listen, the Blasphemer inverted is still, I mean, it's mostly neutral, but it is still one of the more positive signs that you could get.
Okay.
It is, perhaps, it certainly is better than getting I'm not sure. Could be worse, for sure. If you had gotten the Blasphemer not inverted, but regular, then that would have been more problematic. So it would have been, all in all, completely terrible reading. And for your future to be something at least a little bit better, maybe there is hope. If you give me a moment.
Future's not looking quite so dim as my past or present. I'll take it.
She turns around and are you still breathing? Give me that. She takes it from you, Spine Crusher. Oh God. Okay. Well, you're a big boy. I think you'll be okay. She reaches and grabs a bit more from her pouch and sprinkles it. You wanted to do the vision as well, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
She sprinkles it on, hands it to you. Okay, you go and breathe. That should kick in for you shortly. Miss Green lady, would you care to have your fortune told?
That's one of the least terrible things I've been called in a while. I would be delighted. Thank you.
Very good.
Sit down.
You sit down.
Green lady.
Brush out your coat and everything. Okay. The first card you pick. You first receive, or the first one you pick is inverted as well. You find your past. You find the hunter inverted. As you tap it, this is a curious one to read. In your past, you may have been overly risk averse. Lucrative or not, the opportunity is too dangerous, is kind of what it would mean. A hunter who's not willing to take risks. It means that you had maybe some goal or destination, something you were seeking, but you were afraid of losing something dear or of not wanting to take a chance. At some point, it may have caused more harm than good, or has held you back.
That all adds up so far.
Let's see about where you are now. If you could select your other card, and you do. You find. No, you find. Your present is the tomb.
It's
Don't.
it's
Don't. No. Don't.
Oh,
The card
okay.
looks scarier than it
Okay.
is. It is actually.
I'm not scared.
No.
What is it?
The tomb actually does not. It symbolizes rest and peace and new life. I think this means that whatever path you're on, you are currently pursuing, you are at ease with. You have found a sense of maybe purpose and a sense of direction, a sense of comfort in who you are and who you are becoming and what you are seeking to do.
Okay.
So that it is all in all, that's good so far. Let's find out about your final one.
Probably gonna also be really good.
What does the future bear for you? Let's see. She kind of claps her hands to her face and smiles. The Huntress. Not inverted.
Okay.
I see this as an excellent reading overall. This is a wondrous thing, if I'm reading this correctly. The Huntress symbolizes wisdom and grace, a clear path. The fact that you started with the Hunter inverted means that you were definitely on the wrong path to begin with. Whatever it was, there was something you were afraid of losing, you were perhaps too timid in something, and thereby missing out on your goals, what you were trying to achieve. Something was lost. Now you seem to have come to a place of feeling at peace, at ease with what needs to be done. And the Huntress, now starting with the Hunter inverted and ending with the Huntress, not inverted, but in her right state, prime. I think this is a wonderful thing. I think it means you will succeed in whatever your ends are. This is sorry. I think your friend is starting now.
You said we were on the same path. You said I'm going to fail. How can we be on the same path and I'm going to fail? And I think, am I feeling like a little loopy now from the
It says you're like kind of like getting ready to stand up and everything. It's at the moment that you stand up, you feel this sort of strange lightheadedness, as though you're about to fall. But instead of you falling, the moment you stand up, the cliff behind you, the tent, the buildings in the distance, and the ocean itself all seem to fall. They seem to drip down endlessly, infinitely, quickly, falling out of view until there's nothing underneath your feet, and you feel as though you're floating. Not falling, but this strange sort of sense of floating. And then you feel yourself land, standing in darkness. It's a long, ornate chamber, lined with these large columns that form these vaulted ceilings, going down this long, long hallway. In the alcoves on the sides between the columns, you can see busts sitting on these pedestals. Famous figures, knights.
Hello?
You call out. Hello? 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 You hear the echo come back. First it's your voice, and then it becomes this haunting, laughing parody of your own voice. Mocking almost. No answer. It's dark. You can only see what looks to be moonlight coming through one of the ceiling light windows. There's something vaguely familiar about this place, this sort of mansion that you're in. Looks ornate, almost bordering on ostentatious.
Do I recognize any of the busts?
You walk by. The first one you see. Not right. think you see your father? No. No. You were never wealthy enough that he'd have a bust commissioned. It's ridiculous. You keep going. There's you. Carved in stone.
What is this sorcery?
You keep going. There's someone else. Looks like you. Younger. The next alcove you go to as you're running down this hall. Actually, not so much running as much as like kind of like looking down, and the hallway moves to you. You see instead this oil painting. Dark. You're looking at it, and you can see there's a man standing. Looks to be wearing the ministerial robes of a judge. He's got his hand tucked into his coat pocket. He's holding a scroll in the left hand. He looks respectable. Maybe a bit proud, but given his station, probably deservedly so.
Does he look like he's judging me, or is he just posing?
He's not looking down judgmentally, like as though he's belittling the person who's looking. It looks as though he's looking upwards.
Okay.
Almost gazing off into the distance with a sort of faint hint of optimism. As though he's looking to bring about a better future for whoever it is, whatever it is. As you're looking, you have the sense of goodness about the person. You feel your hand reach out, just to touch the painting for a second. Try this irresistible urge to just reach out and touch it to see if this is real. And the moment your finger touches it, the painting shreds, rips violently in half, or about the torso, severing the top half from the bottom half. Your hand recoils. Spine crusher. Spine crusher.
I want out. I want out.
Oh, you want out now. You hear the voice. You hear a voice you had not heard since Higurshil. Not since Krushtak, the fallen one, emerged from that hole in the world.
You're telling me nothing I already don't know.
I'm not the one who needs a reminding, though. Out! You want out. You want to get away from it all. You want to get away from what you have done. Spine crusher. You take that name as though it's a badge of honor. You love how naive everyone is when they hear that name.
It's a reminder of the things I've done.
Yes, the things you've done, the things you took away from someone who had done far more than you to better this world.
And what have you done for this world?
What have I done for this world? I've tried to erase every single mistake that those who came before wrought on this. How dare you try and judge?
How dare
you? Don't know. You don't know what I've seen. The mistakes that your kind have been. And you wanting out. Leave it to an oathbreaker to want out.
Well, I don't have... Spinecrusher doesn't have his weapons on him, does he? I don't think so.
You don't have weapons, and you do feel this sort of strength welling up inside you, this anger.
Yeah.
Looking around, you don't see anything. You don't see Krushtak. You don't see a figure, but you hear the voice echoing through the vaulted chamber.
Spinecrusher tears at the painting further.
It begins to fray, the threads holding it together now unraveling until it becomes this coiled mess of string. And the strings themselves, almost as though holding a match to thread, you see them coil up and start to burn. This horrible screeching sound coming as they writhe the threads. And then they sort of ball up into this fist, shake, and then explode out into this fiery streak of threads that come towards your face. They wrap around you, mummifying you almost. These threads choking out your nose, choking at your mouth. You can hardly breathe. And then you feel the darkness consuming you. You hear this scream, this angered howl of rage coming. You hear Adrax's voice screaming, "Get your fucking hands off him!" And then light. You're back in Hargrave, sitting there sweating, back against the cliff, just breathing.
You okay?
Oh. I look over and I look. Are you? You guys are deep in the incense already, I assume.
At this point, I think Zara is, and then she's just kind of like looking at you having this trip.
And I made a miscalculation, but it's like I've already taken it. I'm just waiting for it to hit. I'm like, oh shit.
I thump Zara on the back. I'm like,
Maybe yours will be better.
You know, I'm gonna get myself in the right mindset.
Don't forget we're here.
It'll be a learning experience. Going into it as a learning experience.
Okay. So, Zara, you're kind of sitting there, like in the chair, looking at him doing this, and you see, yeah, you see, him just like sitting there breathing. The leaves on the trees and everything. There's children kicking a ball up the hill and then trying to catch it as it rolls back down. The smoke from the incense is billowing up thick, these plumes of gray in the air. And there's just a moment as you're like looking, and then it stops. All of it freezes in time. The ball suddenly rolling up the hill stops as though it just froze. The children, mid-laugh, spine crusher, no longer breathing. Just everything. Even the tendrils of smoke that you see are just hooked in the air in front of you.
Wow.
You look around. Nothing's moving. Feel as though you could walk out and see the waves curling up on the beach, not moving at all. Birds suspended in the air, impossibly. And there's no voice. There's no one else to guide you. And that terrifies you so much that you're alone. Terrifies you that you're on your own. You think back to home. You think back to how things used to make sense before you had to run away, before your family had to run away. You think back to the time that you found Glacea and she protected you, helped you find a way out of the Nine Hells. And that thought, that momentary thinking back, Hargrave is vanished, not dripping away or falling away or dramatically flashing you from one place to another. It's simply a blink and you're elsewhere. hall of what looks like obsidian, glowing red with a flicker of firelight that you can't quite see from any sconce nearby. But the obsidian itself glows with a flickering flames just the same, sourceless yet everywhere. There's nothing that you can see, no flame open, but what's it reflecting from? But as you look around, you realize, as you walk close to a wall, the flame grows brighter. How? Where is it coming from? You look around and there's nothing. You reach up a hand and you see the flame is coming from inside of you. You hear a voice. Ascendant. Careful that you rise too fast. It makes it that much easier to fall. You turn around and you see the shadowy silhouette of Glacea standing tall above you. She takes a step towards you, another one. You see the nearly 20-foot figure shrink down to about your level, your height. Walks until she's standing uncomfortably close to you, inches from your face. Her eyes, her gaze, locked on you, unblinking. The sheer feeling of power and chaos that she's emanating. Feel shaken. And that feeling of being alone, of being without guidance. That fear of having maybe gone too far out on a limb. Without understanding why or what risk have you taken? What could you have done? Have you upset her in some way? How can you set things right? Is it too late? She looks at you. Candle that burns brightest, burns fast. You're back in the sunlight of Hargrave.
Seems like it was better for you, Zara.
Something, God.
Give her a minute.
Draxa, did you take the incense as well?
I would have when I saw Spine Crusher come out looking clear-headed.
Alright.
I always feel like I just get such conflicting information. Find your own way. You don't need your help. Oh, God! You're trying too many different things. You're burning too bright and too fast. Fucking hell.
Spine Crusher, when you emerged from your vision, you found a healing potion had materialized in your backpack courtesy of a spirit named Mighty Jor.
Aww.
And DM, you have yet another advantage against us in your bank from some douchebag named JF Messin from Slices and Dices.
We love you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, all these advantages to me. There's a reason why you guys are getting these shitty omens. I love it. Yeah.
I need to put a bigger quota on those rewards.
Okay, I'm feeling good. Lay it on me. Whatever it is, I can accept it. I'm a woman of faith. Let's do this.
You just sit there waiting. Waiting for it to hit. Damn half-orc constitution. No, you're good.
You need two more.
You close your eyes, give it like a good shake, like, oh, okay. Feel warmth. You feel that feeling of like sunlight hitting your face on a beach. You open your eyes and you see your brother. He's handsome now, older, stubbled, bigger than you.
Baby Crucky.
He's got still a bit of a limp, but you can see he looks like he's wearing fine tunic, well embroidered, but not elvish, so he hasn't completely lost his way. He's he looks happy. You see him walking. Still that limp, but it's just a little, kind of a little click in his knee more so than as bad as it was. You can see there's a woman. Beautiful. Strong-jawed, and looks like she's holding twins? Oh, God. Baby Grux of Daddy. Which makes you an aunt.
I'm an auntie.
Or you will be, maybe. She's walking out from what looks to be a fine stone house with an adjoining workshop. There's a sound of dogs baying, chasing after what looks like a rooster that, you know, hops up onto a tree branch nearby. He pulls out trinket from his back pocket and holds it. You just see the twins immediately kind of like reaching, the two toddlers that they are, just like pulling the mother, his wife out, you know, off balance and everything. He goes, she rolls her eyes at him. He smiles and pulls out another one, hands one to each of them. And that's when the arrow hits him. She screams. You see him fall down to his knees. Twins start howling. You see the trees shaking. Duntillions, Fargandali, Flohelgians, demons, all running. They're chasing, swarming over the plains, over the hills, as though the forest itself is an entire colony of ants swarming. You turn around, terrified. You look up and there's a single spire in the distance. The world itself seems to draw you closer to it, leaving behind your brother's body, leaving behind the burned villages on the way to the Obsidian Tower, where your journey began. There, atop the heights, you feel yourself pulled upwards, lifted. You feel this immense weight trying to pull you back down. As you get there to the top of this tower, you see Reggie. She's standing. She's wearing this dress of burning platinum, lit by sunrise, a sunset, by some other kind of fire. It's hard to say. She's glowing. Behind her, or rather in front of her, this circle appears. It's ringed with fire, with lightning. On the other side, you're not even sure what you're seeing. It's almost as though when you step outside on a super bright day after being in the dark, the exposure of it blinds you. But you see her silhouette. You see her face. She turns for just a moment. Locks eyes with you. Shakes her head.
What are you doing?
The only way. The only way.
This is your choice?
She turns. You see her spread her arms and leap into the... She leaps up. Her body sort of goes rigid, arms and outstretched. And you see her erupt into this winged form. She flies into the portal.
Try and grab her.
You reach, and there's just this feeling, as they say, with a black hole, that time slows down infinitely. That moment getting slower and slower. You never can quite get there. There's that feeling of her hand just barely outstretched behind her, and yours reaching for hers. And as it gets closer and closer, and you feel that vision, that moment, lasts a lifetime, another lifetime. Longer than you could have ever imagined. And all there is just that moment of almost reaching her. The void erupts in front of her. You're not sure what happened, as you're now back in Hardgrave. You stumble back out of your chair. You see the fortune teller, you see Zara and Spine Crusher.
Do you want to talk about it?
Witchcraft is this?
It is only what the sands tell you.
What have happened to all of the gods?
I don't answer that question. I'm not a cleric.
Turn to Zara.
I think if I knew the answer, I wouldn't have told you by now.
Well,
I
kind witch.
would say
Yeah.
I only offered you what answers and questions could come from telling a fortune. I'm sorry if they do not necessarily give you what you were looking for. And you may have more questions than answers now. It happens. I'm sorry for that, but
Well, this was highly upsetting. But I thank you for your time, kind witch. I think I need to take a break.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Time to process that.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right.
Breaking
So,
here.
yeah, let's take a break.
So
So-
for everyone watching, I think if you don't know, we're doing a dice giveaway, and it's happening within the next 15 minutes. So if you haven't already, just exclamation point giveaway. It'll give you all the rules. You do have to enter Peaches. Oh,
Peaches. Type
I hit
Peaches
the
in the
wrong
chat.
button. Nope,
Sorry.
I hit the wrong button. Fucked
What
it up.
happened?
Hey everybody,
It's
I went to
okay.
the starting soon screen because I fucked it up. Mike,
I-
please continue the dice rules. What are we doing here, bud?
no worries. That's right. So anyhow, I think most of you are aware we're doing a dice giveaway tonight. For anybody who just started watching, you can Nightbot here will give you the instructions on how to enter. We're going to break right now. This break might be a little bit longer than usual because we have to cross-check it against Twitter and all that. Anyhow, follow those steps. Make sure you enter Peaches into the chat once and only once. Otherwise, you'll be disqualified. And we'll be announcing the winner after this break. Give us maybe 10, 15 minutes maybe, because we got to do all that stuff. But that means you have about 5 to 10 minutes to go and make sure you're entered appropriately. So
Yeah, definitely stick around. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Like you guys in the
Seriously,
chat.
holy
Yeah.
crap,
And for the
guys.
likes and the subs and the bits, we love you so much.
And
Thanks
for
being
helping me
here.
kill all these people so
There's
much.
more,
Thank you.
by the way.
For murdering
one-
our souls and spirits.
Oh, man.
Sarah, you can bank an advantage because
Hell yeah.
B-Way
Someone
Marshall.
loves clerics.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And
She
thank you
needs
for
it
the
now.
healing potion. And also, yes, definitely thank you for the subs and the bits.
Oh
They
my
go
God,
a long way
nice.
to supporting us. And we're
Absolutely.
going to be doing a lot of giveaways this year. And that is what they will be going towards, as well as improving the stream and everything. So
You
thank
guys
you.
just paid for
Yeah.
next week's giveaway already, so thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You did, thank you.
They do come in a can. Be so careful not to say the word peaches again if you've already entered. If you say peaches twice, you're disqualified. We can't help it. That's how Nightbot runs. So, good luck. We will be right back. See you soon.
See you soon.
See you
We back?
We are back, and we have a winner of these gorgeous custom dice.
God.
Tell him, Mike.
We have
Tell
a
'em.
winner.
Hey!
Tonight's winner, first ever Mates of Fate giveaway, is Darwin G. Dragon.
Yay!
Hey, congratulations, man.
Congrats,
Holy
Darwin
shit.
G. Dragon.
Congratulations!
Oh,
Thank you for being here. Thanks everybody for playing. We
Thank
really
God.
appreciate it. And stick around because we are doing more awesome giveaways. Our next, our Artemis Season 2 premiere, we're going to be giving away a digital download of something Never Deep. Nope.
All of the Neverdeep. Netherdeep. Yeah.
Call of the Netherdeep. Critical
Thank you.
Rules, upcoming extra D&D thing, addendum, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Point
It's
is,
dope.
yeah.
Could be yours.
Yeah. So stick around. And we're going to start doing other giveaways as well on top of that. So we'll
Definitely.
have more details to come, but it's going to be good. So if you didn't get this time, we still love you, and we promise soon we're going to get you some stuff. We love you.
Yep. And
Yeah.
We
can
didn't
tell
want to
our-
break anybody's heart.
Yeah.
Our winner, we know they're not in the chat, but we see them on Twitter and on Twitch, so we will direct message them. And definitely make sure they collect their dice. And if
Yeah.
they don't within 30 days, then well, then
Yeah, then we gonna give that
was.
shit away. So don't worry.
All right, thanks, friends.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Let's get back into it.
Yeah, let's get back into it. All right. So, there you are, sitting in the, kind of the enclosure around the stall where the Madame Di Saroto has just delivered your readings and also sent you on a little mini vision quest. You're now sitting there, kind of catching your breath. Yeah.
Is Reggie with us?
Make a perception check.
Sure. Still coming at it. Here we go. 13.
You look around amidst the bustling crowds milling up and down the hill, lining up for lunch now at the, barbecue pit just up the street. No, it's you don't see her.
Oh, right. She went with the yellow arena. Shit. I didn't like it. We need to talk about what just happened. Probably not here on the street. Thank you for your services. They were deeply upsetting.
You are quite welcome. I have heard far worse. I'm sure that, listen, whatever it is that you saw, whatever it is the cards were told, remember, it's an imperfect instrument. And really, the only one who really can control what happens is you. And even that is not certain. So, take heart. Be good cheer. And accept that you are a leaf in a stream flowing down river. That is all. That is all any of us are.
It's a bit more powerless than I like, but okay.
Well, maybe you are a bug on a leaf, trying very desperately to canoe. So
There you go. Spine crusher? We're just insects. Great!
Sometimes it feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah. What about you, Zara? How was yours?
A little ominous, a little confusing. Felt like I learned a lot more, but also a lot less somehow.
Yeah. Yes.
I get that a lot. Well, I'm sorry if you could just scooch out of the way as you see this this woman come up. My daughter wants to marry this man, and I think that he's going to just rob us blind. I absolutely don't trust him. Her judgment is okay. Sit down. Just go ahead. Would you like to do the reading first, or yes, I'd like to do the reading. I'm not having any of that nonsense, smelly thing again.
Is the woman redheaded?
The woman? No.
Huh.
Yeah, she's like white haired, so you can't quite be sure, but no.
Okay. I guess
Okay,
we
you
go
depart
to
the fortune teller.
Go to the market. Find that kid.
It has been like probably a pretty long time at this point.
Down the thoroughfare, there are, carts and, little surreys and people just trying to push their way past each other. You see there are lots of great stacks of crates and barrels and everything on either side of this sloped cliff. It's actually kind of a miracle that anyone can get past each other. It's so crowded. But soon enough, you get to where the crowd reaches this kind of like almost epicenter, right? Milling about, where you can see there's a taller platform, probably about 5 feet up, leading up to where there's these open air stalls, and you can see that there's a couple of people there hawking different things. One man not really saying much, kind of like holding up different items here or there. At this point, he's holding up what looks to be a fairly large tuna fish, and another man off to the side. All right, well, what we got here right now, we got a tuna fish. We're going to sell it. Let's hear the stars calling around 30 pieces of silver. 30 pieces. All right, let's go with 15 pieces of silver. All right, let's 10 copper. 10 copper, and this fishy is yours. 10 copper, 10 copper, 10 copper, 10 copper. Oh, 11, 11, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11. And it keeps going on and on and on as they're just hawking and auctioning off little pieces at market. Then soon enough, you see one stout little halfling come up after the auctioneers yell, "Sold!" And you see this halfling come up and, "Thank you." Pick up this fish that's about as, big as they are. Soon enough, the fish kind of waddles its way through the crowd. "Excuse me, pardon me." And then, all right, up next we got our... And it goes on and on. It also looks like inside, off to the right, you can see there is a doorway that leads into the market proper. So it looks like there's different sides to it. What you can tell is that there's an open-air auction type thing going on for cuts of meat and, other various goods and sundries. And inside, more of a set price, come in to get what you need and get out. Kind of traditional shopping experience.
Should we head inside?
Don't see why not. We could also buy some stuff while we're here.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're probably low on incense, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You go inside, and it's definitely a hodgepodge of things, Lots of shelves bearing just standard staples, flour and grains. Others with, cured meats, spices. Actually, there's an entire shelf devoted to spices. Some of them interesting looking. All in all, there's plenty of things. There's a dry goods area where you can find some incense. If you're looking to buy some.
Yeah. I only have one incense worth of legend lore left. Everyone wants to, maybe pitch in some cash dollar to buy some.
Oh, I'll chip in for that. I want a legend lore every day.
All right.
Soon enough, you find a young girl, probably about 14, with her hair braided into a pair of loops. She comes up. Hi there. Is there anything else I can get for you?
Like a truly absurd amount of incense.
Give me a moment. I'll see what we have in the back. So she goes off in the back and everything, and you're kind of sitting around. It's awkward.
And I huddle us together. I'm like, okay, remember, so each time we cast this, I have to spend 250 gold worth of incense.
How much?
I know, I'm just like holding up the fingers.
I know you're not from around here. That's a fuck ton of gold.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton. That's why I said a truly absurd amount.
Oh, Jesus. I discreetly pass you 500 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. She comes back with what looks like a potato sack of incense. So out of this is a lot of incense. I don't think you need this much. This probably run you about 20,000 gold for the whole lot of it.
Yeah, okay, I didn't need... Yeah, fair enough.
I'm sorry, you said an insane amount. I thought I brought out
No, I mean, I will buy a significant amount of that, just not all.
All right.
We meant an imperial fuck ton, not a metric fuck ton.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm surprised you had that much. Do you really sell that much incense? It's impressive.
Well, no, there's actually, I mean, a lot of the things that are used to make incense grow right here on the island.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one of our best exports. People, tend not to really notice the little symbol on the packed burning isle incense that you get all over the mainland. But, yeah, here, what were you looking to spend?
Maybe like 1,500 golds worth of incense.
Well, we can sell you... Yeah, we could probably sell you 1,500 gold worth of incense. Yeah, that'd be no problem. Give me a moment. She goes and heads behind the counter.
I nudge Spine Crusher.
Yeah.
500 gold.
You want me to pitch in for this?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, fine.
All right. So you, soon enough, as you guys are kind of like, hey, get the money, and shaking and everything. Meanwhile, she's behind the counter, just kind of weighing it on the scale and everything. Soon enough, she brings over a couple of blocks of incense. All in all, it's about, you said it's what, like 250 per use, right? So
Yeah.
All right, cool. So all in all, you have about 6 blocks of incense that she brings over to you. And
Ooh.
each one's, good size. All right. Well, this is definitely more than I've sold in a while, so I'm happy to happy you got it. Ooh, I love this. We also got this one's a little bit more lavender scented.
Ooh. Good for
Oh, I'd
sleeping.
never care for lavender. Can you burn that one outside?
Oh, I'm sorry. We have others. There's sage or rosemary.
I just always thought this stuff was pipeweed. Is this not pipeweed?
No, we have pipeweed if you'd like.
It's not really my thing, but like, no judge.
No, I don't judge anyone for what we all got different things we do on. We're off work and stuff. So I don't know. I think my mom tried pipeweed for years, and now she ain't got much but 3 teeth between the 2 lips. So I can't abide it.
I mean, again, no judge. We'll take our own path.
Yeah, of course. Well, is there anything else I can get for y'all?
Anything you guys want while I quick look through stuff?
You guys don't sell diamonds, do you?
Golly gee, no. That's not to say you can't find diamonds somewhere around the island. I mean, I've heard of all sorts of troves and things like that. People have buried, taking their plunder, and no one trusts anyone around the isles long enough to be able to keep that sort of thing on the person.
Can't imagine why.
You never know. You might look at it.
Anyhow,
I mean, I heard a lot of people have been running all sorts of danger around the island. So,
what kind of danger?
oh my gosh, so much kind of danger. There's
I
one
mean, it's
boy
an
who
island full
said
of pirates, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, there's one boy named Jibbly, he got mugged the other day, and then there's also down just south of here. There's hey, Suzette, what did you say happened? And then you hear another girl. Oh no, he got his back clawed. Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh yeah, well her brother got his back clawed. Some kind of critter just jumped up and scratched at him. It was just south of Hargrave, probably about how far? Yeah, okay, yeah. So it was probably about I don't know, about 10 miles south of here. They live. So
What do you mean, clawed?
You know what the creature looked like?
By a lover? Or
no, it didn't get not a well, maybe. I mean, the official story that he's been telling. Well, not him telling because he's in bed rest trying to tend to his wounds. But I mean, who hadn't had a lover scratch their back? Anyways, yeah, no, it was some kind of. He thought it was like a wolf or something, but then maybe he thought it was a goblin or I don't know what. But it's weird. We don't get goblins around the Isles.
there's a pretty big difference between a wolf and a goblin.
Well, he said it was like it was like on all fours, like running at him. But when it got up and scratched at him, he said he saw the big ears and teeth, and he didn't know what to make of it. He only saw it for a second before he took off running again.
DM.
Yep.
Would my character have any familiarity with like the legends of things that happen around the full moon?
Make a history check.
It's my third nat one of the night. So
Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way.
When there's a full moon, there's like tides and stuff. So that
hold
you
up.
you
I
have advantage.
I have advantage. Thank
That's
you, chat.
right.
I'm
If you want-
taking my advantage for this complete throwaway roll.
You never know.
For a 4. So, thank you, chat, for spending all your hard-earned points on him. Just give him to Zara next time. I'm worthless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carry on.
You think about it for a second, you're like, four-legged goblin. Yeah, checks out.
This is clearly a dog of
A
some kind.
goblin centaur thing.
Yeah.
It just sounds like these pirates need to put fences around their yard for their animals. Whatever.
So I don't know. It was absolutely crazy. Like I never thought. I mean, you know, the back roads and everything is so dangerous. So I don't know. I mean, I know everyone says you don't take that shortcut from, you know, Grove Clear to you know, Hargrave. You just don't do it. And I mean, that's because the bridge is kind of out, but that's okay. You know, I mean, most people just can kind of hop the gap anyways. But you know, we've always told them that, you know, it's not worth it. You take the long way.
So where is that shortcut exactly?
It's just between Grove Clear and Hargrave. Grove Clear is just you go far south enough, about 15 miles out. There's a big old clearing, probably about almost a quarter mile. Just a couple of homesteads out there, but you know, most of it is just mango groves and other kinds of fruits.
Ooh,
But you know, they kind of like have them grown around the perimeter because they can, you know, tend to them and stuff. Yeah, Suzette's brother lived out there. You know, he's out there with her family and stuff. But you know, she lives in town, and yeah, he was on his way to visit after the big storm because he needed stuff, and I guess he got attacked.
What was that word you just used? Halved?
Attacked? No,
attacked.
no, I'm sorry. I got a thick accent.
It's lovely. I mean,
Thank
can't allow
you.
the gentle dialect of Flowhelm like myself, so it's fine.
Oh, bless your heart.
It's a romance language.
So yeah, you kind of well, is there anything else I can get y'all?
Surprisingly, I think I'm good.
You don't have any, like, potions, do you?
Yeah, we have a couple in the back. If you give me a moment. What were you looking for?
Do you have any, like, things
We've
that
got.
can...
I've got. I mean, this one's actually pretty popular around town. She reaches up and then pulls out this vial that's got kind of like a. It's sort of this magenta, like almost luminous, glowing purple. That's looks almost like effervescent, sparkly in it. Rose petal colored, and she holds it out. She leans in close. I say it's a filter of love. You take this, or you give this to someone. Next time you drink this, the next creature you see within the next 10 minutes, you just are charmed by them. You just feel enamored with them.
That sounds like a vial of consensual boundaries, is what it sounds like.
Well, no, not. Oh God, no. It's just, you know, I mean, people use it if they want to smooth over. It's kind of funny. I've, you know, people. Jenny up top. I heard she bought one of these because one of the other captains came around and he wanted to try and negotiate. It was time for them to negotiate because you see, he was providing her with some of the ale that he'd smuggled off of the ship that he had taken. Anyways, they say that what happened was she wanted to, you know, do a little bit better with negotiating, so she just gave him this filter of love, and he drank it up in the first pint she poured. And don't you know, she got that ale for about 30% off the going rate.
You know, I did feel kind of, like, affectionate towards her this morning. But I think that's just because I like her big feet.
Yeah, or big. Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, now she stepped on quite a number of gentlemen trying to sass her in that place.
That's interesting. Put a pin in that one. We once ran into an experimental potion in Sundries. It was like a kind of hot brown morning potion. I don't know, it's experimental. Did that ever make its way over here?
Oh, goodness, I don't know about that. I heard that Sundries back. Is that true?
It is true.
Oh, my God, Suzette! What? It's back. What? Hickory shell. Oh my
It's true.
god. Oh my god. And they just keep going back. Oh my god, that's
Nah.
crazy. How do you all know that? Are you from Hickory Shell?
We were in Hickory Shell when it returned.
Oh my god.
They're like two elderly people volunteering at bingo night.
Yeah, only she's like 14. Just you were warned that this place is a goddamn gossip mill. So
They're the sweethearts that like give me my cookies after I donate blood.
this is yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah. If that's not what you were looking for, I mean, is there any specific kind of thing you were looking for as far as a potion goes?
I don't know. I guess I was more worried about Zara having all the components she needs. I got an axe, so I'm cool.
If that's not what you're looking for, I mean, we've got other things. Oh, I mean, we've got. So I know they use these little vials of acid sometimes when people are trying to clean out their, try to scrape the barnacles off their ship. Some of the captains swear by them, but I've heard you could probably use it in a pickle. Not for pickles. Don't use it for pickles. That will probably burn your tongue off. But actually, there's also, and we've got this other thing. So my daddy, he gets heartburn real bad. So we've got this potion of acid resistance. Here, he likes it and it helps him. So that way he doesn't get the kickback from. He still loves the cooking just uphill, but
I might be interested in that. How much for that?
Well, we've got the standard one-time use bottle, and then we've got the larger one. The main difference is this little one will last you 1 hour. The larger one, it's actually a better deal. It's a little bit more expensive, but it gives you a bit more use if you want.
Yeah.
So
no,
it's 100 gold pieces for the small, right? And it's 250 for the big, but that'll give you about 3 times as much. So it comes out to like a 50 gold piece discount.
Yeah, deal. Sounds good.
All right, I'll get you that.
All right.
She gives you potion of acid resistance, worth 3 uses for 350 gold.
Look at me not even trying to negotiate a shopkeep. I really have come into adulthood in this game.
And did Spinecrusher pay for all 1,500 of that gold?
No,
It was the third. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I didn't follow that.
So yeah, I guess that's most of it. This one is actually this one's really, I love this one. It's kind of funny. So it's a lot more expensive, but what you can do with it, it's a potion of diminution. It makes you small.
Really?
It'll make you small. Yeah.
How small?
It'll make you tiny for probably about somewhere between like 1 to 4 hours. You can become tiny. Like not like this, but I mean like you'd be small enough to you could probably ride like a cat.
So
what if we all got one?
Now, this one does run 1,000 gold pieces a piece.
Jeez.
This is how Wanderhome starts.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I take the potion and I become adorably small, and my axe becomes just so cutely small. If I hit something with my axe, am I hitting it as hard as I used to, or not as hard now?
I don't know. I mean, I've never tried to take it myself and then turn into a person, then try to hit something with like an axe. I couldn't hit very hard with an axe to begin with, but I don't know. I have to look it up. Hold on, is that Mitchell around? Hold on, I'll go ask him.
Yeah, please.
She goes,
Yes, Mitchell.
Oh yeah, the reason we're here.
God damn it. Sorry, having to look it up live.
You can make it up. I'm gonna buy it.
It's no, it's based on what it does is the same effect as the enlarge reduce spell. So I just had to look that up off the top of my head. Sorry. So yeah, for reduce, your size is halved in all dimensions, and your weight is reduced to 1/8 of your normal. Reduction decreases size by 1 category. So from medium to small, small to medium, or I'm sorry, small to tiny. So you could you could go for a higher to get to tiny, like tiny. You'd have to take either a double dose or you'd have to buy a higher potency version.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need one of these potions, please and thank you.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now the only other thing, so until the effect ends, you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons will shrink to match your new size, but while reduced, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 less damage. Granted, you're most likely going to be fighting things in a smaller, hole that are only able to fit within a smaller hole, so you're probably okay. And then that's just the weapon attacks with that. Spells would still have the same effect, so.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it. Slide it on over the counter, sister.
All right, how many would you like?
I'll take one too.
Ah.
All right, that's 1,000, 1,000.
Zara, you'll probably hit just as hard as ever.
All right, I'll buy a potion.
And your damage can't go below 1, to be clear. So that's good.
Unless you smack them with lay on hand, which we've established.
Can we get like a buy 2 get 1 half off type thing?
Y'all are just really good customers. I mean, honestly, for one thing, you give me all these juicy details to talk about with. Oh, hey, Mitchell. Hey, what's going on? Oh, we had a question about the potion that you were brewing up and all that. I was wondering, would this affect that? And she goes through the details. He's like, no, it shouldn't. I mean, obviously you're tiny, so you won't have as much of a swing, so the force wouldn't be as much. But and he goes through the mechanics of it and explains.
Stupid physics.
I'm sorry. I mean, I can't really control that, but the potion's all really good. I brew them myself.
That's so cool.
Yeah, thanks. Well,
They take a while to brew?
Oh yeah, no, I'm usually in the back working here on it.
Speaking of which,
what?
Someone somewhere wanted you for something.
You need to go up to the tavern.
Oh, Jenny, need help?
Sure.
All right. Good. Honestly, the last thing I said probably needs to just, steep for a while, so that's good timing. Thank you. Hey, Abby, why don't you give them a discount? They seem like nice folk. Oh, sure. Yeah, I could do that. All right. Well, since y'all made a good impression with Mitch, what y'all say to 800 gold pieces apiece?
That would be lovely.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could do that. All right, so that's going to be 800. That's going to be 1,600. And then, are you getting one as well, dear?
Yeah, why not? I can't let all these guys have the fun of getting all small.
All right, that could be 2,400 total. That's, my goodness, this is really good.
We are reinvigorating the economy.
Thank you.
Shop local. Shop small.
Oh, that's you kind of make a perception check.
Oh, we're so gonna get fucking robbed. Those goddamn squirrels.
All of us make perception checks, or just
just anyone. Yeah, whoever's handling the money.
Well, I'm handling my money. So, that was.
I'm gonna use my advantage here. This is stupid, but I rolled a 3, and I'm trying not to get robbed blind.
6.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, natural 20 for a 29. No one's fucking robbing me.
Okay. You notice a couple things. One, Suzette, the other shopkeep kind of assistant, looks over and is like, "Fuck." Kind of like, I should have gotten this. Should have walked over to these people. 2, you get a sense that you guys are. It's not that you're getting bad prices or anything. You guys are definitely buying a lot more of the high end stuff here. So right now, you're probably you are contributing to the economy. You're like their favorite customers right now. It looks like a lot of these things are the things that maybe sit on the shelf for a while, that are really high value items but don't move a lot. So
most of the people come here for like the mushrooms and bananas and whatever the hell is in the marketplace. But you guys are buying you're buying the Whole Foods section. Yeah. So,
Maybe
right.
they'll overlook the fact that you murdered someone yesterday.
Maybe, but you're getting in somewhat good graces, at least person by person. So, all right. Well, there you are. And you can add a potion of diminution.
Diminution. I don't know.
It's a toughie. Anyways, potion. What make you small? Okay. Now, all right. Well, anything else I can get y'all?
This was just a pleasure. Mates, do you have rope? I have a bad feeling about that bridge.
Yes, I have rope.
Oh, it's just a short. It ain't even a long drop off. It's like maybe 10 feet, but it's just in a ditch.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, you get rope. That's fine, but all right. Well, ain't nothing else I can do for y'all. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. I'll have
If we don't die, maybe we'll be back.
All right. And then you kind of like, toodaloo. All right. So you walk out of the market.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sorry
It's again a pleasant enough day. You walk out and there's the sound of the seashore just up ahead. It's pleasant enough. You can see what looks to be sort of a town watch just south of you and everything. You can see like there's a man in kind of like a chainmail hauberk and everything, kind of like looking sort of leery-eyed at you, untrusting.
Well, Matt.
Matt.
Good morning.
It's afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is it?
I look
Kind
up
of a
at the
long
sky.
days, huh? Tough gig.
Pays bills. Moving on.
What did you say he's doing? I missed
He's
that
just
part.
one of the town guards is kind of like
Oh.
looking at you kind of like distrustingly.
Are you sad you didn't get to string us up yesterday?
No.
Insight check.
With advantage. Go ahead.
12.
Yeah, even with that, it's like he's a shit liar. He's like, no, it's raining anyways. We got no wet.
It's okay. I
Would have washed our blood away. That would have been no fun.
Y'all get disappointed sometimes.
People don't always don't bleed with a hanging.
You're a fan. It's an old favorite of yours.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's part. It's my job. It's a
You're
hanging.
really good at your job, aren't you? I bet you've been doing this a long time.
I have been doing it a long time.
It seems very orderly around here. I bet you do a great job.
Most people don't know the right steps to drawing a knot. They would try it and then it breaks the first thing. And then, what you really have to do, the trick is you have to make sure the rope's got good tug on it. And then someone else. Bartholomew! Yes, sir. What the hell are you doing? I'm just keeping an eye on this lot. They seem like they up to no good, sir. Well, very good, Bartholomew. I thought you were supposed to be minding the market. Right away, sir.
It's not just the knot. It's the fact that you care. I can tell.
Well, thank you. It was the first time I've ever had someone I could have been hanging actually thank me for doing a good job.
Well, I'm sure if you had the executors yesterday, you would have done a wonderful job. So, maybe tomorrow, eh?
Maybe. Hi.
Alright, you take care.
Good day to you. Bartholomew goes off, gives a whistle. Just
He's fantasizing about hanging us.
It's
yeah.
fine. Here's the thing.
He's off whistling Andy Griffith right now. Just please this punch. Yeah.
Here's the thing. We accidentally killed a kid yesterday, so if we can just earn 1 or 2 people back in our good graces, I'll leave this town feeling a little bit better tonight.
All right. Speaking of that kid killing situation, are we gonna try to touch base again with Reggie and Yellow Rain? Or are we gonna go try to murder the centaur goblins?
Yeah, I guess we should probably go murder the 4-legged whatever. I'm up for a fight. Spinecrusher, did you get your warhammer back? We're gonna need that before we tussle.
I'd say you did at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the sake of brevity, yes. You went through the awkward exchange of, "Can I have that back now?" And then them say, "Yeah, go ahead."
Can I have my weapon I used to commit manslaughter if you don't mind? Thanks.
Definitely still doesn't have the blood of the person you absolutely slaughtered on it.
I guess it's murder in the second, most likely. So, all right. Just up ahead, you can see the ocean. You see there's dock to the north, dock to the south. And,
oh shit! Should we go check on our ship?
Probably.
Ooh.
That's off far to the north.
Oh, okay, it's cool.
We'd have to go hike in there. That's right. We did travel a distance, didn't we?
Yeah. All right. Make a perception check, anyone who wants to look around, if you're trying to find Reggie and them. If not, then fuck it, we can just go straight on.
22.
Oh, 25.
Nice.
Okay. You see just south of where you are, just past the gallows, where the bodies are still dangling.
Strung
soaking.
up expertly.
Mostly dry now from the rain. The smell now getting to be a bit much. As you then hear the captain of the guard, "Bartholomew!" "Oh, yes, sir." "What the hell are those things still doing up in the rain? It stinks to high heaven. People aren't going to be going to buy fresh fruits and vegetables if they can smell that." "Oh, right away, sir. I'll cut them down." And he goes off and starts working it like the knife's a bit dull. He's just trying to cut the ropes. Going to be at it a while.
Nice.
Just past that to the south, you can see there's a bit of shipwreckage in one of the inlets, and past that you can see there's a series, just kind of like a, outcropping of the large stones, one of the caves, and just sitting atop the rocks, you can see kind of like sitting down, arms on their knees. You can see Reggie and Yellow Raina sitting, just talking with Gathene, who's just, all of them are having like this animated conversation. You can't quite hear it where you are. They just seem very into it, whatever they're talking about. And bits of laughter, a smile. And then...
It's Reggie, Yellow Raina, and Pearl.
Yes.
Should we, not interrupt and ruin all the progress they've made?
Well, it doesn't look like they're having a serious conversation.
It seems like they're establishing rapport, so maybe we just not squash that. Maybe.
Honestly,
We just head south then?
Yeah. Just up ahead. Yeah. Just up ahead on the road south, you can see there looks to be a wagon stalled in the middle of the road. Next to a barnyard where there are pigs and chickens milling about, a silo where people are trying to stuff grain desperately. There's too many people in need of help in this town for you to help them all. You can try for sure, but honestly, at this point, there's enough problems people need solving. You can see the road south out of town is ahead. The homes and homesteads become scarcer and scarcer, and soon enough, walking out of the town, you find the road becomes more of a narrow path and then a sparse trail. And you're walking almost through full jungle. That is where I think we'll call it.
All right.
This is
Excellent.
gonna be
Venturing
awesome.
off into the unknown ahead of the Burning Isles.
This is gonna kill half of us like it did when we went into the jungle in Starfinder.
Yeah, it's never a good time.
Yeah, you just said jungle, right? So it's pretty dense forestry, kind of tropical.
Very, very dense tropical.
Hawaii-ish.
forest, yeah.
All right.
What do we need to
Things
prepare
are
for a
coming
trip
out of
into
the
the
trees.
jungle? Oh, maybe some miniature potions and some incense. That should cover it.
They'll
Yeah.
help us. Yeah.
It'll keep with the
We're good.
incense will keep the bugs away. So,
It's like,
jot that
oh my
down.
god, she's poisoned. What do we do? I don't know. Help it smell good. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is an awesome game. Thank you so
Ah,
much.
so
Thanks,
This
Matt.
is
Great
really
job. Love it.
Yeah,
So much
I'm
fun.
so excited. Yeah. So for anyone who's still hanging out with us and all that, thank you guys. We love you. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Chat.
yeah,
you,
looking forward to Artima. Can't freaking wait. So excited for it.
Yes. A
So again,
return.
We'll do that hopefully next weekend. If not, it'll be soon after that. Just schedules and everything. And yeah, so once again, congratulations to Dragons and Draw for being our winner tonight.
Yay,
Of the
congratulations.
dice.
So
Don't
good.
forget to, I did message you, so just hit us back or hit me back or Mates of Fate back, and we'll arrange where to send your dice.
Make sure you have notifications turned on Twitch. You can see when we go live. And if you want to jump in our Discord, we'll keep everybody posted on the next couple giveaways we're doing, because this is a lot of fun. We want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I really liked it. So
For sure.
thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the bits.
Yeah,
Thank you
holy
for the
shit, guys.
subs. Thank you for being with us and just making us
Everything.
laugh in the
Yes.
chat all night. You guys are the best.
It makes my week. It honestly makes my week.
Seriously.
Every single week.
And I apologize, I don't remember exactly which one of you it was, but whichever one of you is, oh yay, thank you for the
More
bits,
bits,
Blue
thank
Pitch
you.
Gaming.
Oh my god.
I know. Whichever one of you is getting ready to DM your first game and you're looking for inspiration, good luck.
Yes.
Don't try and do it the way you see other people do it. Just do it
Do it
the
your way,
that
man.
you want to do it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
your friends are in it with you, it's going to be a blast. We're rooting for you. Come back and let us know how it goes.
Don't worry about not being ready. You will never be ready.
No.
But
Exactly.
just do it. Do
Yeah.
it. And then
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
float and fly and you'll feel wonderful about it. Just, yeah, you're going to do fine.
All right.
Just most importantly, have fun. Make sure everyone else at the table is having fun.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
All
right.
Love you guys. Go play D&D. Bye.
Yep.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Right.